Shalom, shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Baharaka Kodash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And honor to you brothers out there in the highways and the byways, teaching His word in all sincerity and in truth. And you see here Elon Musk, the puppet billionaire, his ex begins his push into financial services with Visa deal. And we said that this was coming down the pipeline. All right, they didn't have Elon Musk acquisition X for no reason. All right, now you could believe all the theater that came about. Oh, we don't want they don't want Elon to buy X and all this bullshit. And that was all propagated by the left-right paradigm crap. But the facts remain that he was set up to buy X for a reason, and that was to set up this everything app, which they've already set up in other regions of the earth, and it's part of the MOTB system. So it says Elon Musk X said it. It's funny because Elon is fighting against the elites and the left and all this, but then everything he does and is involved in forwards the agenda of the elites. Ain't that funny, right? That he's supposed to be this great adversary, but everything he does ultimately plays into the same agenda. And that's why you got to see past the BS. All right? You got to see past the theatrics, which is designed for the peons. All right? These men are juiced in. Elon Musk comes from a cultic family that was part of a technocratic cult. All right? He's set up. All right, Elon Musk X said it has struck a deal with Visa, the largest U.S. credit card network. All right, Visa, one of the top two, Visa and MasterCard, the largest U.S. credit card network, to be the first partner for what it's calling the X Money account. Right, and it's funny because the people who, like we've always said, the people who would be most against this stuff are now the people that are championing it, because they believe in Elon and Trump and Alex Jones and Andrew Tate. Meanwhile, these guys are pushing the very same agenda. All right. Social credit store and all. They're merging social media with payments. All right. It says Visa will enable X users to move funds between traditional bank accounts and their digital wallet and make instant peer-to-peer payments like with Zelle or Venmo. It's the first concrete move, right, one of many, from X to create a financial ecosystem for the social media website. And don't be surprised when he starts pushing for the digital ID, and it will be for freedom, of course, because he represents righteousness and freedom, and it's the Dems and the left are doing all this fraud. So we got to have this digital ID, and then all these morons on the right will be like clapping like seals and yes, freedom and down with the globalists. Meanwhile, the guys they worship 100% part of the team. It's insane, but it's beautiful to see because that means we're definitely in that time. It says Elon Musk's social media platform X on Tuesday announced the launch of a digital wallet and peer-to-peer payment services provided by Visa. All right, because the old system and the new system are going to merge to transform into the MOTB system. All right, so Visa's on board, MasterCard's on board, FedNow, whatever. All right. X struck a deal with Visa, the largest U.S. credit card network, to be the first partner for what is calling the X Money account. All right. And this, people see this thing and they think this thing's happening by accident, or Elon came up with this. Elon didn't come up with this. This is a plan that was set up beforehand and is simply being implemented by the correct characters. That's all it is. All right. It's the enterprise. And it's also prophecy. All right. Revelations 13 and 16. Because what's going to end up happening is they're going to continue to manipulate the people, lead them into the trap, and then they're going to close the trap door when they implement and make mandatory the MOTB, which is the implantable RFID chip. All right. Revelations 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the number of the beast or the number of his name. And the beautiful thing about what they've done is that the main group of Americans who were fighting against the implementation of these things are now completely compromised by Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and Alex Jones. So there really is no real opposition to the agenda anymore, because the left don't really care about, being chipped. They're caught up in foolishness. The Dems are going to fight over this and fight over that, but the left were never clued up and against the New World Order. It was the right that was clued up. But now they've fully invested in this guy Donald Trump. They've gone insane. So Trump literally will chip them, and they'll be like, oh, it's 4D chess against the Democrats, because they're just retarded as hell. All right, they think they're superior to the Dems, but if you buy into the left-right paradigm, you're equally as retarded. Okay, but this is for you Israelites, all right? Because I don't really give a damn about all that theater. I don't give a damn about Edomite. I don't give a damn about Biden, Trump, or none of these pussios. What I do care about is the elect, and this is the message, right? Whatever comes down the pipeline, for whatever reason, they try and manipulate you even unto death. Do not receive that mark, because there's no salvation in it. There's only condemnation and shame. Revelations 14 and 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And that's confirmed. So it don't matter who it is, and for whatever reason they do to mandate this implantable RFID chip, you are to refuse it, and that's a command directly from Yahweh Hashem Yahushua through his prophets, through his son, actually, I should say. Okay, and that's really all that matters at the end of the day, that you know that you are commanded not to receive this man's mark. And it don't matter whether it's how he mark it is, how he tries to, whatever spin and manipulation they put on it, because you already see how they're good at that, right? You already see how they're getting the right to play a blind eye and to accept the very same things that at one point they were against for the cause of liberty or whatever bullshit they tell them. Listen, I don't care if it's liberty, freedom, food, life, whatever bullshit they feed you, love. Do not take the MOTB, because there's only going to be one result, and one result only, and that's destruction and shame. And that's all we got to say. All right, things are moving forward, right? And things are going to move fast. All right, Elon and the gang, under the guise of destroying the system and fixing all the wrongs and, beating the Democrats, the evil Democrats who are against them. Yeah, under the guise of all that, they're going to transform this current system and usher in, we believe, this MOTB. The time is near. So stay locked in, stay sober, don't get caught up in the games. Because there's only one game we're playing. There's only one game we're playing, man. And that's for keeps. We ain't getting caught up in the foolishness. All right? The kingdom of heaven is our desire. So stay focused on that. So with that, I'm going to say shalom.